So yeah, man, you gotta have money to be in the entertainment business. You know, when I was, I want to say, 18 years old. Actually, no, 16, 17 years old. I was in a group and I learned the music business from a hip hop program called Dynasty Hip Hop Program. And, we learned a great deal about the music business. We learned that, the breakdown of recording contracts, not too in depth. I ended up doing my own research, but I learned that, that, independence was an option. Fast forward maybe 10 to 12 years, as a working class individual, um, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of hard, getting the money to invest in your own career. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to sign to a label, um, if you don't want to be associated with dope boys and trappers and all this other foolishness that goes on out here, to get on, then, you're going to have to go to school. You're going to have to get a decent career. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're not going to be able to go out and, enjoy yourself. If you really want to do this for a living, you're going to have to get a high paying, job. I'm talking about 75 to $100,000 a year. You're going to not go out. You're going to have to be on top of your expenses. You're going to have savings. You're going to have to, have a flexible work schedule, with a lot of time off, so that you can go and, you have to have, marketing. You have to have a lot of different things, because these are things that I learned now. If you're a younger artist or you're an up and coming artist and you are hitting the wall, those are the things that you need. But, just like in the last video, I said, what are you doing this for? Because you could spend a whole lot of money trying to get on, right? And, you might not get on. Now, there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to tell you that you need this or this and this and this, and then you'll be on. There's no guarantees here. If you don't have people that are naturally gravitated towards you, or you don't have somebody that's close, I ain't gonna say you don't have to. You can find your audience. But, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you've been putting music out, and you haven't been breaking bread. That's one thing. You got to be consistent. You got to break bread, and just know you gotta, even if it don't work out, you got to ask yourself, are you doing are you doing what you're doing, saying doing this? Are you doing what you're doing for the right reasons? Are you doing what you're doing because you love doing it? Because if you love doing it, whether or not you get to do it for a living, should not dictate if you're doing it or not. And see, a lot of people, they'll let, their family or their spouse or whatever talk them out of doing something. And, it could be them and three other people. You had somebody that been doing it for a long time that decided to stop. And then, you know what I'm saying, you had somebody that was doing it for a little while, decided to stop, and then that person that just kept going eventually popped. So it may not happen for you right now. It may not happen for you, in the future. It may not happen for you, period. You know what I'm saying? But are you going to stop doing it? You know what I'm saying? And the people who usually aren't doing it for the money end up getting all the money. A lot of people jump in this thinking everything is sweet. Everything is just, you do this, and this is a check. There's no checklist on being successful. This is life, and you got to fail until you stop failing. So same thing with your entertainment career. This is something that you could do on the side until you get your money right to really invest and push yourself and put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think about it. If you're an artist, you got to pay producers. You got to pay for distribution. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to pay for promotion for, their social media, and they got to pay, physical promotion. If you're trying to, throw events, or you got a movie or whatever you're doing, you got to pay to play out here, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna pay to be on the show, or you gonna throw your own party and play your music and then go and throw, your other show. You gotta ask yourself, like I said in the last video, what are you doing it for? But you can't beg people to rock with you, and you can't expect people to do stuff for free. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You gotta have money to be in this game, period. If you ain't got no money, you ain't gonna make it that far. You know what I'm saying? Or if you ain't got nobody putting money behind you, or you don't get a deal or opportunity to make some money, and you know what I'm saying? Myself, period, I don't like signing. I don't want to sign no contract, because if it works out, it works out. If it don't, then you stuck being a slave and you owe all this money to these people. You know what I'm saying? Unless you spend your own money and give them their money back, period. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I can see. If you gonna take a label deal, or if you're gonna take, you're gonna sign up to, if you're gonna sign up to a social media marketing agency or whatever, you got to be able to put your own money up and just use their connections, and be able to keep the money in one place that they getting ready to give you. Don't spend it, save it if you're gonna go that route. But you still gonna be indebted to them. And, if you ain't got the money right now to go around, travel, and do all that, it don't make sense for you to sign no deal. Plus, you signing away your publishing, you signing away your intellectual property, whether whatever you're doing, you sign away a lot. Whereas you can make your own money, go to school, get a high-paying job. You may or may not like doing that, but it can fund your lifestyle, it can fund your dreams. So just know you got to have some money to be off in this game. Whatever you're doing, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, you got to get on. You got to pay big streamers to, to host your channel. Big streamers to let you raid they stream. If you're on Twitch, you got to pay people online on social media influence, people that are more popular than you, and you got to get some marketing that's gonna bring real following to your social media platforms. You got to have money for this, because people ain't gonna do it for free. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do it, you got to do it to death. You feel me? Don't piecemeal it. Don't go and come back. You got to make sure that you got enough. You got, here's 10 bands for this, and then here's 10 bands for this, and then here's 10 bands for this. You got to have video. You got to rappers. You got to have the money for the twerk videos, the marketing, and for the for the DJ to host your first couple of tapes or whatever. And then you had a no DJ version online. You got to do these things, man, and really go out here and hustle and break bread, because nobody's gonna do it, for you. That's just what it is. What I learned. You know what I'm saying? You got to have money to be in this game. Waiting on somebody, counting on somebody, they ain't the mood, they ain't the way, and, you're going to get your feelings hurt. But, yeah, this your boy. I'm out. Peace.